So good afternoon and welcome. My name is Stella Nsong. I always do the housekeeping first. I am African and I am a nurse. I serve as the coordinator for the Central Ohio Elder Care Planning Council. And what we are is a nonprofit partnership of professionals, individuals, and corporations providing elder care education and helping the community navigate the continuum of care. So our philosophy of service is that we never sell you anything or any program when we offer these workshops. So credit cards not needed, checkbooks not needed. We just need you. We are very excited that you're here today because we have this, what we call our signature program, which is One Fall Can Change Everything. The fortunate thing is that everyone listening to us today, either in person or virtually, is connected to elder caregiving in a way. You are either a caregiver yourself, you run a caregiving business, you consult for caregiving, you direct caregiving, you employ caregivers. Everything revolves around an old person's ability to stand upright. And when an older person or a disabled person has an injury, everything changes. The unfortunate part is the average American family or the average person who lives in America does not have a plan for caregiving. That is the reason we do these seminars. My personal reason for getting very passionate about this, and I could talk about this session for 20 hours, which is why somebody is going to flag me when I start going everywhere. But my personal reason for doing these is a story that happened about 15 years ago. I met this lady and she said to me, my mom had a fall and we found that she's been falling and she told no one. So I'm moving her into my house. I said, okay. And she said, I would like to bring her to your adult day center before I go to work. Then when I leave work, I'll come back and get her, and that's what I'll do Monday to Friday. I said, all right. About a year after, she started to look drained, very just beat, just tired, just exhausted. So my question to her is, do you have anyone helping you? She says, oh, it's my brother. My brother lives out of state. He just calls me with instructions. She said, he calls and he tells me what I should do or what I shouldn't do and how I'm not being this or I'm not doing this enough. And so he's my long distance supervisor. I said, all right, so what are we going to do for your mom's care and for your own balance? She says, oh, I'm not going to worry about me. It's all about my mother. I said, all right. Would you consider us having a plan for your care? And she says, no, I think I got it. Because the moment I try to go hire some help, quote, my brother would, have something to say because it will affect his inheritance. Fast forward 2 years afterwards. She and I have a conversation in the hallway of the adult daycare. And I said, your mom needs a little physical therapy. She says, all right, put it together. So we got physical therapy to come into that adult daycare. We cared for her, and she got a little bit better. But you know how with exacerbation, they get a little bit better, just a little bit. And then a few weeks back, they fall back, and then they fall a little bit further behind than they were before, right? So I said to her, all right, now that mom is a little better, let's do some respite care to continuously improve her, especially you, because your life and your mom's life are intertwined. If you're doing great, your mom's thriving. You guys are one unit. You may not think that, but the more you lean in and have a respite plan and an ongoing support for you, for your mom, things will get better, or at least will slow the decline. She says, oh no, Stella, my mom has enough money and I could pay for any kind of care, but I'm thinking that I'll just save the money to when she really, really needs care. I said, okay, when do you think that would be? She says, well, she has lung problems. So if we get to the point where we need oxygen and this and that, then I think I'll get some home care. I said, okay. 6 months later, I get a phone call. She had a fall Overnight, she landed in the hospital. 2 weeks later, she passes away. Now, in the meantime, this nice lady, she's been deteriorating. Just work wasn't working. She would go to work late, she would be asleep. All the care-related things were following her to the workplace. So mom passes away, and she said, finally, I just got offered early retirement, so I'm going to take it. I said, all right. She takes early retirement. She sets up this elaborate vacation with a family friend that was a neighbor that would come around and check on mom sometimes for her. They take this lavish trip, $10,000 cruise. On their way back, she got ill. She thought it was the flu. She get home, Theraflu, nothing. 2-3 days, worse. Calls the doctor. Doctor says, come in for a checkup. She gets there, and he says, okay, do this. Come see me in 2 days. So she goes home, goes to bed, drink her soup, do her thing. Next day, the doctor calls. Get in here now, he said. She goes in, and he says, you're terminally ill. She dies 6 weeks later. No children, no husband. And she spent all that time caring for mom. And her brother from out of state, the supervisor, he flies in town. Her inheritance, her pension, had just gotten all that money just sent to her. She had this beautiful life insurance policy. Mom had it too. Remember, she was holding on to mom's money because she was waiting for when mom would get better. The brother collects all of this. It was just the two of them. He leaves out of town with $2 million. What is my point for telling you this story? She lost her life early because of the stress associated with caregiving. And she did not have a plan for caring for her mom. Mom got sick, she moved her in, and mom's care consumed her life. From that day, after her funeral, I said, I'm starting a nonprofit organization. That is why I'm telling you this story today. Because this happens to so many people. It's unbelievable. Like a lot of people have these situations where they become accidental caregivers. Something happens. Most of the time it's a fall. There's a fractured hip, there's disconditioning, they go to rehab, they get worse, they go to a nursing home. They hate it, they want to come home. These things happen, and then the person just falls apart. So that is the reason that I am passionate about this story, and I will tell it forever. It is the reason that we are here. So, time for me to make an introduction to my collaborators and the wonderful people at the Elder Care Planning Council. We're going to start with Kelly because Kelly's last name is Osberger. Kelly, come over here and introduce yourself to our group. I will step over here so that you can be closer.
Thank you, Stella.
You're welcome.
I'm Kelly Augsburger with Steadfast Insurance, and I'm a long-term care insurance specialist. Also provide life and disability, and personal stories also is why I am dedicated and passionate to long-term care, very near and dear to my heart, a lot of family experience. So excited about this series, and I hope you all learn a lot today and the next 2 sessions.
Very good. Thank you. All right. Allison is our next person to get. No, it's Miriam. Miriam, you're next. I'm following my last name.
Thank you, Stella.
You're
My
welcome.
name is Miriam Bogart, and I'm owner of Assisted Living Locators of East Columbus. We are an agency that is no-cost services to families to help find the right senior housing options for them and other industry resources that they might be struggling with as they're going down this journey of trying to figure out how to care for their loved one.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we have questions that are coming for you soon.
Okay.
All right. We'll do Allison last because she is virtual. Alan? Tell our great audience how awesome you are. They already know that anyway, but.
She exaggerates. I'm Alan Ray. I'm a certified financial planner professional. My business is called Square Peg Financial Advisory Services. And one good way to describe what I do is untangling knots.
I like that. I will remember that. Doug?
Hello, my name is Doug Rao. I'm with Brady Senior Home Solutions, and we provide home modification support to seniors. We come in and we look at from the driveway into the house, looking for zero transitions. We provide modifications to bathrooms, which where the majority of the falls occur, zero transition showers, wider doorways, pocket doors. We look at kitchen modifications as far as the cabinetry, having easier access to your food that's in the cabinets, and pots and pans, just to help with ADLs and to prevent falls. We work with therapy companies, home care companies, home health companies to put together a plan to modify the home. There's a lot of emphasis in our society to help support from the home care, home health aspect. The home modification is an important piece because you can only do so much therapy if you can't go up a flight of steps to access your bathroom or your bedroom, and there's some modifications that can be done to help with that.
All right, wait, Doug, what is zero transition?
Zero transition shower is just when you there's no step to get into the shower. It's just zero. It's a flat floor that goes in. There's a little, you can put a little water barrier in or slope the floor of the shower, just to help with getting in and out of the shower to help prevent falls.
Which geriatric nurses call that a drive-in shower.
Drive-in shower.
All right, very good. Thank you, Doug.
All right.
All right, Allison is our elder care attorney. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's do Garrison first, then Allison last. Mr. Carr?
Hi, everyone. My name is Garrison Carr. I'm an attorney at the law firm of Decker Vernell. I've been there for 3 years, and prior to that, I was in another business, but my area of practice is now focused on estate planning. So I really got a itch for this with seeing what would happen to my clients and then reflecting back on things that would happen with my grandmother. And I've been able to help my clients craft, you can never be complete, but enough so that going through the process, sometimes end of life or when there are falls, people can know where they're going, know who to keep in touch with. And I'm glad to be around these awesome folks here because it has added layers that I can relate to my clients.
Well, thank you. We have a lot of questions for you later. All right, Allison is virtual. Hello, Allison.
Hi, Stella.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is
Hi.
Allison Forche, and I am an attorney and a mediator, and I specialize in family and elder care mediation, which I will explain what that is, what that entails, and how I differ from Garrison, but work very closely with people like Garrison to help families when they are making decisions about helping an elder member of their family. And I'll also get into more about my passion for doing this when I speak. Thank you.
All right. Very good. So our learning objectives for today, it is our hope that there are 30-something of us in attendance and virtually combined. If today we are able to help one family to have valuable information they can use, or to help that family with a solution or an answer or a resource, or even just to lend them a shoulder and an ear, then we have done what we are supposed to do today. So our learning objectives are that we learn what hospitals used to do and rehabs and Medicare, what they used to do years and years ago when someone would suffer a fall, and what they do now, which will drive home the reason why we advocate and promote care planning. Then we're going to talk about the tools that are needed to be an effective advocate for your loved one when he or she is especially at the hospital or at a facility getting services. And what to do if you do not have the correct legal documents. So the question came in over an email today. And then Allison is going to talk to us about falls and conflict.